My name is Jamie Pratt, and I lost my job due to COVID-19 in March. I worked as a design technician at a local utility company. I edited and updated information on transformers, fuses, and power lines, and light poles. In 2014, I left an abusive marriage and have been on my own since. One of the methods of control my ex used was financial abuse. So when I left him, I was penniless and had to max out any credit I could get to buy even the smallest necessities like groceries. I have faced multiple health issues due to the stress I was under in the marriage, some of which have left me with chronic pain. Disability in this country was not designed for the single-income family, and as such, there's no possible way that I can support my son and myself on the income I would receive on disability, so I continue to work. Peoria has often been used for test marketing because of the diversity of our citizens. Peoria has also been known since the vaudevillian days for its tough criticism. Since the Great Recession, work here has never been stable. I have 2 degrees, and even my most recent job was still not enough for me to reach the cost of living in the Peoria area. I had been looking for a job since October of 2019, but it's hard to find a comparable job no matter where I looked. Now, because I've been working in industrial design for 5 years, my graphic design portfolio needs completely redone to match current design trends and technologies. Without the $600 stimulus, my unemployment payments are less than $300 a week, and somehow I have to balance my budget with that when rent alone is $650 a month. I'm also high risk for fatal complications if I contract COVID-19. I have severe asthma problems, which I take a twice daily steroid inhaler for. That steroid inhaler suppresses my immune system, as well as my allergy medicine, my migraine medicine, and my ocular hypertension medicine. My doctors all stress the importance of me staying home as much as possible during the pandemic. Peoria area is currently seeing a major spike in cases. Our hospitals are reporting record high numbers right now. Programs like Instacart cost more money to use, and as of currently do not accept Link, which I make too much money to get. Walmart's grocery pickup requires a minimum purchase of $30, and if you walk through the store, you can see that they increase the price of all their groceries for using the Walmart pickup. All in all, using apps like Instacart, Walmart Pickup, Grubhub, DoorDash, and so forth, you wind up paying close to $50 for $25 to $30 worth of groceries. These costs add up, and working on a limited budget makes it even more difficult. Add to that expense the fact that now we're home 24/7. There's no break in power, there's no break in Wi-Fi, there's more food being eaten, more drinks being drank. My router and my modem have both crashed and needed replaced. So while my income continues to drastically shrink, my expenses continue to grow at an insurmountable rate, and I'm left trying to stretch a dollar as far as I can possibly take it. This wouldn't be nearly as maddening if I wasn't constantly inundated with news stories and screenshots and tweets of representatives and others claiming we are disincentivized to work, telling me that my vacation is over, or that I am accepting government handouts, completely regardless of the fact that I have been and continue to be a tax-paying citizen. Now Donald Trump is claiming that we're fine without any economic stimulus money, while tens of millions of tax-paying American citizens face evictions and foreclosures. I did not choose to be laid off, and the overwhelming anxiety I feel daily about not being able to pay my bills is no vacation. I spend nearly every waking moment trying to lower my expenses or trying to find a way to make money. I can't sleep at night. The August 22nd eviction moratorium end looms in my mind constantly. My city of 108,194 people got assistance enough to fund 50 people for aid. I am standby number 111, which means there are 61 people ahead of me on standby. My hope literally rests on the failure of others, and that makes me feel terrible. It's insulting to be told that I'm just lazy or that I'm living in fear. I am not in fear of this virus. I am taking healthy precautions to keep myself and those that I love safe. I am angry, I am bitter, and I am disappointed, but I am not fearful. I am angry at our Republican congresspeople for using this pandemic to further their agenda, to fleece the American people. I resent the games they are playing with the lives of tens of millions of Americans. I am bitter at all the people who act like staying home and wearing a mask is an infringement on their personal liberties, as their behaviors forced me to be further isolated and to spend what little more of my money I have to have my necessities delivered so that they can have their parties and their fireworks. I am disappointed to see just how few people have any regard for lives outside of their own. I think that the biggest emotional damage I have undergone through all of this is I am losing my faith in humanity. It's hard to not feel like Margot and Ray Bradbury's All Summer in a Day. Movies are being released in theaters again. Schools are opening up. In spite of the dangers, that we are nowhere near out of the woods of this global nightmare. People are taking vacations and I'm left to sit in my apartment worrying about how to pay my rent. We the unemployed still exist. Just because the new jobless claims dipped below 1 million in a week does not mean we have successfully beaten back the crisis 51 million Americans face. Make no mistake, but while Mitch McConnell and the Senate vacation and campaign, 51 million Americans scrounge and save and start fundraisers to cover their own essentials. 51 million people have been abandoned by Congress, while Nancy Pelosi continues to fight. 51 million. I implore everybody to remember that we 51 million Americans are tax-paying citizens, that we want to work. Please reach out to your congresspeople and tell them that you agree with the need for the stimulus money, that you insist that they return, they stop their vacation, they stop failing their citizens, they stop treating us like we don't matter. We are not political pawns. We are not pieces to be moved around on a board for them to get their more money for their families' businesses while we're left to struggle and fail. Congresspeople make $3,000 a day, yet they're telling us that we aren't worthy of $600 a week. $600 a week is $15 an hour. That's still not a livable wage. Some people are making less than $100 a week on unemployment. There are no jobs for them to return to. There are none. People have lost careers of over 20 years, just completely demolished due to a virus and the mismanagement of said virus. And they're being told that it's their own fault, that they're to blame. Please reach out to your congresspeople. Tell them that you support the $600 and that you demand that they reach an agreement to help with pandemic relief.